Kenom explained to Flexmaster teams about the investigation that was underway with regards to the blaster cap incident over in Central Dome. I understand you have a maintenance man here by the name of Zimmnel, is that correct? Master Teams looked over at his lord for confirmation. He's in the maintenance crew, said his lord. Yes, apparently we do, said Master Teams. I can't keep track of everyone in my dome. I let my lords take care of that. He gave a small laugh. I would like to have a word with Fleckman Zelton, if I may, said Kenom. Certainly, said Master Teams. Bring him here, he said to his lord. Yes, sir, said the lord. While they were waiting, Master Teams asked Kenom and Enew if they would like to come to a big party they were having that evening. They were celebrating the arrival of a supply ship from Flexton. Kenom and Enew made their excuses and said they would think about it. Soon the lord arrived with Zimmnel. Zimmnel seemed relieved to see his friend Kenom. Oh, it's you, he said. Are you having more trouble with your universal vision? Then turning to Master Teams, those damn Plutons crossed circuits on his unit so that only their Godforce channel came in, but I've fixed it for him. He seemed rather proud to be telling Master Teams about his work. No, said Kenom, the universal vision is working fine. Zimmnel smiled and looked even prouder. What I need to ask you is where you were this morning. Zimmnel lost his smile and began to stammer in surprise. I was here all day, he said. Can you confirm that? Kenom asked the lord. If he says he was here, came the rather curt reply. Master Team looked rather troubled at this turn of events. What is the trouble, Patrolman Kenom? He asked. Kenom also took a more serious stance. Someone threw a blaster cap at the Pluton's religious dome this morning. What? A blaster cap? At the Plutons? Said Master Team. Who would do such a thing? I heard there was some problem up in Central Dome, but I had no idea. Kenom interrupted. I will ask you again, Zimmnel. Where were you this morning? Zimmnel began to sweat. He was very nervous. I was here, like I told you. Lord Barker broke in. I hope you don't think that Dome 3 had anything to do with this, Patrolman. I find it a bit presumptuous of you to... Kenom reached into his inside pocket and pulled out his priority order and badge. He handed the order to Master Teams and said to the Lord, two witnesses have put Zimmnel on level 1 at the Central Dome this morning. He was a substitute for a man called Shim. The room went perfectly silent. Master Teams and Lord Barker turned white as the blood drained from their heads. They just kept staring at the priority orders. Zimmnel was shaking. Kenom broke the silence by saying to Zimmnel, once again, Fleckman Zimmnel, were you in the Central Dome this morning? Zimmnel dropped to his knees and started praying. God save me, please, I beg you, save me. Kenom was rather embarrassed by this uncontrolled outburst. He hated to see any person, organic or not, in such a state. Did you drop that electro-pastor cap on the Pluton religious dome, he asked. Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry. He was crying uncontrollably. After a moment, Kenom said, Master Teams, would you be so kind as to place Flexloid Zimmnel in your detainment unit until Central Headquarters can make some determination as to what to do with him? Still stunned, Master Teams said, yes, of course. He motioned to his lord to carry out Kenom's orders. Lord Barker, now trying to prove his loyalty, grabbed Zimmnel roughly and shoved him out the door. Kenom and Enew got up to leave. Master Teams, still stunned, awkwardly started to get up. No, please, said Kenom. We'll find our way out. Thank you for your cooperation, Master Teams. Central Command will be in touch with you. And good luck with your party tonight. Mr. Teams managed to smile, but he didn't know what to do. When Kenom and Enew got to their module, Enew said, Get in, Your Majesty, I will drive. Kenom smiled as he slipped his priority orders and badge back into his inside pocket.